military daughter and granddaughter, wife and mother of 3. That's a lot. Bethany knows the struggles of working families firsthand and carries the painful memory of her Vietnam-era Air Force veteran father who died waiting for a bed at the VA. As a scientist, Bethany has spent her career helping keep our community and children safe, working with farmers, regulators, and cities to help ensure that we all have clean drinking water, including in St. Peter's, where they are under a boil order. She's also holding corporate polluters accountable and organizing across rural Missouri to take back power from special interests. Now she's running in Congress to make sure every family has the freedom, dignity, and care that they deserve. Without further ado, Bethany Mann. Hello, Jeff City.
I have to get under the canopy. It's really hot.
My name is Bethany Mann. I was raised just 40 minutes away over in Forestdale, Missouri, in a town of fewer than 400 people.
There we go. A little further. Ah!
Bethany, I'm telling you, it's me. You got it? I got it. You got it. Cool. All right, take 2. My name is Bethany Mann. I was raised just 90 minutes away over in Forestdale, Missouri, a town of 400 people where folks show up when somebody's hurting. I'm a scientist, a military daughter, and a mom of 3. And let me just be real with you. I wiped up more crap for my toddlers than half of these DC politicians have ever cleaned up in their entire careers. I built a career working with families, with farmers to test their soybeans and corn, and I helped small towns and cities protect our drinking water from toxic chemicals. I'm not a millionaire, I'm not a political insider, I'm someone who has lived what so many of us are going through right now, trying to raise a family, stay healthy, and build a future in a system that feels like it was designed to leave us behind. And that's why I'm running for Congress in Missouri's 3rd Congressional District. Because I believe, like so many of you do, that the promise of America belongs to all of us. Because I want my children to grow up in a country that values democracy, decency, and sees every child as worth protecting. Because the promise of America should belong to all of us, and that means that everyone deserves the freedom to build a life and to keep their families safe. So let's be honest about it, let's be real. These freedoms we cherish aren't just under threat from one politician like old healthcare glutton Dr. Bob Onder. You know, the allergist who won't stay out of our gynecologist office, ladies. Our freedoms are under attack from an entire class of politicians who are more interested in protecting their own donors in power than protecting the people that they were elected to serve. By the ones who will open their doors to lobbyists and corporate donors, then slam that door shut on working families. By the ones who allow people like my father, a veteran-era vet who served during the Vietnam War conflict, at time, they would allow people like my father to die while waiting for a VA bed, all while they shut down hospitals, then blame the nurses, immigrants, and working moms who are just struggling to get by. Those who draft bills that put a politician in between us, our doctors, and our access to health care, just like Bob Onder did when he drafted the first post-Roe abortion ban to go into effect. He lets corporations build massive tax-subsidized, water-guzzling data centers that drive up utilities while families in small towns are left to question what's coming out of the tap. This is happening right now over in St. Charles and St. Peter's, where there's been a boil and water conservation order on since Thursday. I mean, right here in Missouri, even a single person on average makes $24,000 less than a comfortable cost of living, and parents need to be making close than a combined $250,000 a year to feed a family of 4. But instead of helping these families survive in this broken economy, just a few weeks ago, MAGA Republicans passed a bill that kicks more than 12 million people off of health care and slashes Social Security, gambles our retirement on risky crypto schemes, and speeds up the date the program goes insolvent, all while raising the retirement age on folks who have worked their entire lives. These attacks aren't just cruel, they're calculated because cruelty and control are the point. It's part of their strategy to divide us by race, income, faith, and zip code so we don't see them selling out our freedoms behind closed doors. So here's my question. If our tax dollars are helping billionaires buy yachts, but not helping Missouris retire with dignity, then what are we even paying for? Because when they gut Medicare and defund CHIP by over $1 trillion and put 25 more Missouri hospitals at the risk of closing, all while handing out about $2 trillion in tax cuts to the country's wealthiest people, that's not fiscal responsibility, that's taxation without representation. And that's why they want to gerrymander Missouri, because people of every background, from family farms to factory floors, from rural towns to big cities, we're all coming together to demand a cleaner, fairer, more honest Missouri that works for working people. And just like my toddlers, after they've missed their bedtime, it scares the crap out of them. And they've got every right to be afraid. Missourians have come together time and time again to demand a better future for us, our families, and for our children. We came together to overturn anti-worker legislation that Dr. Bob Onder championed, like right to work. Because Missourians believe that you should have the freedom and funds to start a family. We came together to pass a $15 minimum wage increase and guaranteed earned paid sick leave because we believe in your right to care for yourself and your children. And because we believe in working to retire early, not working yourself into an early grave. And we came together to overturn my opponent, Dr. Bob Onder's own anti-family freedom legislation, because we believe that decisions about our bodies and our families belong to us, not politicians. So when wealthy elites like soon-to-be ex-Congressman Dr. Bob Onder walk up to their billionaire boss and say, instead of asking the hard questions like, "Hey, Mr. President, when are you going to release the Epstein files?" offer to hand him another congressional seat in Missouri, we know exactly what's going on. They're not acting from a place of strength. They're acting out and lashing out in fear, like children. Because they fear the consequences of their actions. They fear the reckoning that's about to happen at the ballot box in November. They fear what happens when the promise of America is accessible to every person, not just their wealthy donors. And most of all, they fear what happens when everyday people stand up and fight back together. So here's the good news. We can win back Congress and deliver it to the people. Because, bless their hearts, these extremist politicians trying to divide us have exactly no idea what Missouri is capable of, what America is capable of. And districts like ours are flippable. Last cycle, with a shoestring budget and a whole lot of heart, we delivered more Democratic votes than Missouri's 3rd congressional district has seen in over a decade. We moved the needle farther than any Democrat since 2008 and earned nearly even more than 40,000 more votes than the last time this seat went blue. And we did it without corporate PACs, without DC consultants calling the shots, and without selling out our values. Because the Missouri Missouri that I love, the America that I love, whose colors I proudly fly, that my father fought for, stands up against corruption and division. We don't roll out the red carpet and make our military roll out the red carpet for Vladimir Putin, who put out bounties on American soldiers during Afghanistan. We don't do that. We stand against corruption and division and autocracy. We believe that the American dream should be accessible to each and every one of us, regardless of the color of our own skin, the zip code we grew up in, who we pray to, and the size of our paycheck. And that's the America that I'm teaching my children to love, that I'm teaching my children to fight for. So I'm asking you, I need you to volunteer, knock doors, and talk to your neighbors. Chip in whatever you can, $5, $15, or $50. Whatever helps us compete. Share our message with the people you love and trust, and together we are gonna flip this seat. Not just for the sake of winning an election, but to make real freedom possible for everyone in this country. My name is Bethany Mann. I'm running for Congress in Missouri's 3rd Congressional District. Thank you, Indivisible. Thank you. And thank you all the volunteers that made this possible.
And hey, I've worked for Bethany. She is as fabulous as she sounds.